I felt so gutted for Coventry.
Yes,
because it was that they've drawn twice in the league and they've ended up drawing yesterday. There was nothing to choose from between the two teams. And there were some great performances. And it had everything. It had drama. It had, obviously, Tom Lockyer going off. Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed, he'll be fine. But it had everything, that. And I think it was an absolute pleasure to be a part of. And look, I have a bias a bit towards Luton because as Johnny Steele came on yesterday and talked to us, I witnessed for a couple of years when John was there the building of this club, so I got a bit of a close association. But Mark Robbins' commentary and their fans were just superb yesterday.
Yeah, massive credit to both teams for what they've achieved this season, for what both managers have done at their respective clubs. Rob Edwards has only been in the role for about 6 months. To take them into the Premier League is just simply incredible. And when you think he started the season as a manager of Watford, was only given 11 games, they sacked him. Then he moves to their local rivals. Really rubbed the salt into the wounds for Watford, unfortunately. But incredible
it really
story.
Did that. Like you're saying, you said to me on fair, and I didn't see because I didn't see the post-match interviews. But like Rob Edwards, and then losing it over a player that, and
of course,
he's in tears.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everything.
Yeah, because as you rightly pointed out, there were some really worrying scenes around about 10 minutes into the game when the Luton captain Tom Lockyer just collapsed on the ground. No one around him. He was running backwards and he just fell. And at one stage, he looked like he was trying to get up and then couldn't and fell back down again and had to be taken off on a stretcher, was taken to hospital. Thankfully, he had regained consciousness and was responsive. And even more thankful is that his father put out a tweet, a picture of him in his hospital bed with obviously family and friends around him celebrating Luton's promotion. And he looks well, obviously, which is the main thing, but we are waiting results and confirmation of exactly what happened, and hopefully there'll be good news for Tom Lockyer. But you're absolutely right. The emotion around that win for Luton, I think what really shows what an incredible club that is and team it is the fact that everyone wanted to mention Tom Lockyer. It wasn't, we've just been promoted. It was all, but we wish Tom was here. And you're right, Rob Edwards was interviewed afterwards on the pitch, and they showed him that tweet, that picture of him celebrating in his bed, and there were just tears. And that's a raw emotion of the happiness that Rob Edwards had, knowing and seeing that he looked well. As I say, there is the caveat of we still await to hear what exactly happened, and hopefully we'll get confirmation of that and it'll be good news. But I think that just goes to show what an incredible club and team that must be that they've built.
Well, I played alongside Mick Hartford. I got to know Mick over the years, and we bump into each other every now and again, and we have a bit of a laugh and a giggle. And funny enough, I was at a game about 2 years ago, and I was coming back on the tube, and Mick was with his other half, and we ended up chatting on the tube, and we were laughing and having good fun because Mick's a great lad, and he's Mr. Luton himself, And there's Gary Sweet, who's been working hard as a CEO for the football club for a number of years. There were some great performances. I thought Coventry were dreadful in the first half. They just Mark Robbins realised quite quickly. Matt Godden, who was at Stevenage with Teddy Sheringham, I'd seen him play as a young lad, and he come on, made a big difference. The lad Goicoechea up front is some player. He is. He really is. He's got a lot about him. But then credit to a lot of Luton players as well, because there was such a... The first half was all Luton. The second half, Coventry took control, got level, and then extra time, it was just, would there be a break? And when the goal was disallowed, for the lad who's in tears and thinking, he's just come on, and then the handball and it gets ruled out. It had everything yesterday.
It did.